Hello, I'm Susan Castriota, and this is Bella. Welcome to my Monday night cooking with the microwave. Every Monday I'm here at 9 o'clock Eastern, and I do one of my own recipes using my Cuchina Safe lids and the microwave. So Bella, say hello and goodbye because I'm going to start. But if you hear some little noises in the background, that's either Bella or Wilson. And tonight I've got some chickens, so I know they're going to be hanging around. So I'm Susan Castriota. I'm the inventor of the Cuchina Safe all glass vented cooking lids. This one, the Cuchina Safe lid, is to cover bowls of different sizes, mugs, and even pots and pans. And then I have the cover and cook, which is the all glass plate cover that's vented down here, and you flip it over and it's a 2-quart baking dish for the microwave or the oven. Well, tonight my recipe, and it's a new recipe, so stay with me on this one. It's going to take a little bit of time for me to get used to talking about the recipe because I just put this one together. So it's not even on my website, cuchinasafe.com yet, but it will be, and it's probably going to be on my social media. So this is a pasta Alfredo with spinach, and I'm going to add some roasted chicken as well, but you don't have to add the chicken if you don't want to. So this is entirely a pasta dish made entirely using the microwave. I have figured this recipe out so you don't have to boil your pasta and then drain it and then put your ingredients together and put them in the microwave. You can do this whole dish in the microwave, no draining, nothing. All right, so I'm going to start with, let me move these out of the way. I'm going to start with 2 cups of uncooked. I'm using the little bow tie pasta, and the reason I already have this in the in my bowl is I add the milk and I let the milk sit with the pasta for maybe about 15 minutes, just kind of so that pasta soaks in a little bit of the milk. So right here is 2 cups of uncooked bow tie pasta, 1 cup of milk. Now the recipe calls for 1.5 cups of milk, but I'm saving that half for later. So 1 cup of milk and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So that is what is in here. Now I am all about using all glass or ceramic in the microwave, and I'll tell you about that while this is in the microwave. But so I love to use these nice big glass mixing bowl because they're nice and deep. They have a handle, they've got the spout, so they're really great. So the nice thing about my Cuchina Safe lid is this is the 8-inch, and then I also sell a 9-inch as a set. So you can use either one to top, and there's no way to go either way to go on here. It's a universal lid, so it fits on many sizes. So I'm going to put this into the microwave for 3 minutes on high. Then I'm going to take it out, stir it, and put it back for another minute. So this takes a little bit of time of going back and forth to the microwave, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, so that's going to be 3 minutes on high. Then I'm going to take it out, stir it a little bit, put it back there for a minute, and then take it out, and then I'm going to add some of my cheeses. But let me tell you why I got the idea to invent and patent the Cuchina Safe lid. I had an illness and I didn't want to use plastics in the microwave anymore. I was really concerned about chemicals and toxics coming that leach into your food from plastics. So I wanted to use all glass in the microwave. But what I found were lots of glass bowls or ceramic bowls like this, but they had plastic lids. So I invented this Cuchina Safe lid, which is vented right here. There's 3 holes for the venting, and it's got some concentric rings around here to hold it in place. And I wanted it to be universal in size. So what I sell on Amazon is a 8-inch single lid, which comes in this packaging, just like this, already packaged. Makes a great gift. And it's got some instructions on the back, English and Spanish, and some of my, maybe a couple of little recipes on the back also. So this is the 8-inch that is sold on Amazon, and it's really at a great price point, especially, you know, if you've got maybe some students, you know, students in college, this is a perfect gift. Or, you know, you just want something, you know, for yourself, buy yourself a gift tonight. How about that? Then I have the set on Amazon of the 8 and the 9-inch together. So this is great because, you know, if you microwave a lot, you use these several times a day, and if you've got two, it just really works out really nice. And they're also extremely easy to clean. They're dishwasher safe. You can just rinse them in the sink. You don't have to worry, you know, about really scrubbing these to get them clean. Then I have the Cover and Cook, which is the all glass plate cover. It's got some scallop design here, and that is so when you put it on a plate, those scallops are actually the vents. There, that's your plate cover. Then you flip it over, and that is your 2-quart baking dish. So it's a 2-in-1. You're getting 2 products in one. And this is great for doing pies or quiche in the oven up to 450 degrees, or the microwave. So in the microwave, you can use it as a plate cover, or you can use it as a baking dish in the microwave. So these are great because, you know, you reheat your food, you steam, you cook. You can do a lot in the microwave. All right, so I'm going to bring this out. So I want to cook this, stir this up a little bit. So see that steam that just came out of there? This is what's so great about the Cuchina Safe lid. They're the little glass steamer because you're steam cooking your food. So it's really a great way to cook your food. It's a little healthier when you're doing vegetables. So I'm going to put this back into the microwave. For 1 minute. Okay, and then after the 1 minute, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to add the 1/2 cup of milk. Let me move this over here. I'm going to add, let's see, Parmesan. This is a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. This is a really creamy, cheesy pasta Alfredo. It's really, really good. And then I've got 2 ounces of cream cheese. I'm actually doing a light cream cheese, and it's softened a little bit, but you know what, do what you like, but I just prefer light. It's just a little bit less on the calories. And then, let's see, do we need more? We need 1/4 teaspoon of ground up minced garlic, just to give it that little bit of an Italian taste. Since I am half Italian, I like that. And then, this is something I love to put into pasta, and I also do it with my mac and cheese, is 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg. So that's going to be mixed in with, and I'm going to use, at this point, I'm going to use my oven mitts because this could be hot. There, and I know it's hot. So that's why I have the oven mitts. Now look at this. Steam. This is what is helping to cook the pasta. All right. So let's stir this up. And just think, you don't have to boil your pasta anymore. And you know, when you boil the pasta and then you drain that water, you know, you're also draining some, you know, important nutrients, just like when you do vegetables. All right, so now I'm going to add the 1/2 cup of milk. There we go. Then I'm going to do 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. This is really, really cheesy. Yeah, That sounds good. Okay, I've got Wilson down here. He's just waiting for something to fall on the floor. He's my little poodle. All right, and then I'm going to do the cream cheese, which is 2 ounces of cream cheese. I softened it, but it really doesn't matter because it's all going to get melted in the microwave. All right, mix this up a little bit. And then we're going to go with the 1/4 teaspoon of minced garlic and 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg. All right. Now it's starting to smell good. Okay, and stir this up. There we go. All right, and then put the lid back on. Wait, I've got this lid. See, this nice thing about the lid is I designed this concentric rings. So when you put it on something, it stays there while it's going around in the microwave. So now we're going to cook on medium for 4 minutes. 4 minutes on medium. Then take it out, stir it, cook another 2 minutes. So it's just kind of a back and forth. But I'll tell you what, it's absolutely worth it. So while that's in there, I want to show you one of the things I love to cook on with the Cover and Cook. Now the Cover and Cook, I've got recipes on CuchinaSafe.com. I've got over 70 recipes on there, by the way. And a lot are vegetables, and I've got some for potatoes and rice. But I love to do potatoes. I love to do sweet potatoes, and I love to do just a regular russet potato in the microwave. So what I do is I wash them and I pierce them so they don't explode in the microwave. And then with the potatoes, I don't even have to add any water like I do with some of the vegetables, because the potatoes, have moisture in them. So when you're steam cooking them, that moisture is going to come out. And the nice thing about the Cover and Cook is its dome shape is going to allow that steam to build up in here. Now, some of it will be released, which is what you want, but a lot of that steam just circulates in there, and that helps to cook your food really so efficiently, because when you cook vegetables in the microwave, you use less water and less cooking time, and therefore you retain those vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that are so important that you really want. So it's really a healthy way to cook your vegetables. And this is one of my recipes I have on CuchinaSafe.com. So I've got, green beans and broccoli and Brussels sprouts and asparagus. So when you purchase these products and they're delivered to your home, you don't have to sit there and think, wow, how do I cook this? Get started right away. You go on my website, you download some recipes, and it gets you started. And there's a lot of really fun, quick and delish recipes, because I'm all about quick and delish. So anyway, this is the Cover and Cook. So you can use it to cook your baked potatoes or your vegetables, or to reheat your food in the microwave, which so many people do. But like I was getting back before I, kind of went off, the potatoes, you pierce them, and with the russets, I like to put a little bit of olive oil on them, cover them with the Cover and Cook, put them in the microwave for about 5 minutes, take them out, turn them over, put back into the microwave, maybe for another 5 minutes, and just until they're done to your liking. And everybody's microwave is different wattage, so take my recipes and just experiment with your own microwave. This is an 1100 watt microwave, and this is how I've done most of my recipes. So that's the Cover and Cook, and let's see, we've got another minute there. So I want to tell you about my oven mitts, because when I take this out of the microwave, the glass is going to be hot. I mean, that's just how it is, and plus I'm cooking the glass in there for quite a long time. So, but when you use plastic in the microwave, that gets hot too. So that's why I invented, these are mini mitts. And you can see, I have used these a lot because I washed them. So they're not, looking as good as the new ones, but you know, they're really kind of broken in. So I invented the little mini mitts, almost like a little slipper for your hand, for smaller items in the microwave. So what I sell on Amazon, it's a 3-piece set. You get the set of mini mitts, and then you get a hot pad. It's got the neoprene on the back, and it's also a pouch to hold the oven mitts. Oh, so let me get back to that as soon as I put this back in there. All right, now it's starting to look like pasta Alfredo. All right, so this is hot, and that's why I like my mini mitts. There we go. Once again, that steam, that's what you want. Put this here. So, gonna stir it up a little bit, get all those cheeses mixed in. Really, really starting to smell good too, with the garlic and the nutmeg and the Parmesan cheese. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay. Now, I just want to show you something because I'm going to put this back into the microwave for 2 more minutes on medium. But I just want to show you if you can see that. Hopefully you can. All right. So this goes back. Let's see which one I was using. This one. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to flip it over just to show you that there is no right way to use the Cuchina Safe lid. You can flip it over. Doesn't matter. All right, so this goes back into the microwave for 2 minutes on medium. You want that kind of a, you know, a light cook. 2 minutes. Power, medium. Okay, so getting back to the oven mitts. This is the set of three-piece set in red and white polka dot, turquoise and white polka dot, black and white polka dot. And these are all on Amazon. And it's a little slipper for your hand. I invented these, they're patented. It's got double-sided textured neoprene. So you can use them for microwave, oven, if you're grabbing something small out of the oven, you know, like a cookie sheet, a baking sheet. I do my lasagna when I bring it out of the oven. And I use this today to open a jar of pickles. So you just, you know, grab it there, and it's a jar opener too. So these are really multifunctional. They're cute, but they're functional. So you've got this neoprene here that protects your fingers from something hot. And these are mini mitts. And that's why, I mean, I invented mini mitts because I just didn't like those big bulky oven mitts because, you know, I couldn't really get something out of the microwave because they're just too bulky. So these are the oven mini mitts. They're on Amazon, 3 different colors in a 3-piece set. All right, so I've got a little bit of time. So this comes out of the microwave, and this is where I add my 2 cups of chopped spinach. Now I'm using fresh spinach, but you can always substitute frozen spinach if you have that instead. And this is optional. This is some roasted chicken that I had left over, and it's like a 1.5 cups or a cup of roasted chicken that you can just add to it. But this is optional. It doesn't have to be, you know, you don't have to add the chicken. All right, so I'm definitely using my mini mitts because this is hot. But it smells so good. Okay, here we go again. Steam and that moisture. That moisture is what you really want to rain back onto the food because it keeps your food nice and moist. Because, you know, most of the time, you know, microwaves have a bad rap because they dry your food out. So when you use the Cuchina Safe lid or the cover and cook, that moisture goes back into the food and it keeps your food really moist, and it really is a great way to utilize your microwave because, you know, it's like the ultimate microwave essential tool that you definitely need. Okay, this smells so good. Okay, now I'm going to add the 2 cups of chopped spinach and the chicken. Really surprised the dog isn't hanging around here. I'm really, really surprised. But, all right, so this just gets stirred into it. I mean, really good. And then I'm going to put it back into, I do hear them now, I'm going to put this back into the microwave for 2 more minutes on medium. And this pasta is really looking good. I mean, it's hard to believe that you can make pasta entirely in the microwave without having to put it in a pot with water and having to drain the water. I guess my mom would say that was genius, huh? Okay, so this is back into the microwave for 2 minutes on medium. Once again, I'm using my mini mitts. 2 minutes, medium. All right, so I want to tell you, if you're just joining me or you're not familiar with the Cuchina Safe products, I invented them. I'm the inventor. They're all patented products. And I invented the Cuchina Safe lid right here, which is an all glass made out of borosilicate glass. This is that glass that vintage glassware that your grandmother, your mother had. And I have one of my grandmother's. This is from the 1960s. This is one of my grandmother's pots. These two are made basically out of the same glass, borosilicate glass. It's a very sturdy industrial glass. You know, it can go from refrigerator to microwave to oven to table. And, you know, this is something I cherish, and I take care of my glassware from my mom and my grandmother. And these Cuchina Safe lids or the cover and cook, you know, they could also be something that, you know, you're going to have for years. So I want to tell you why I invented these. I did not want to use plastics anymore in the microwave. I was concerned about the toxins, you know, that leach from plastics. So I invented the glass cooking lid that covers. Now the Cuchina Safe lid is to cover bowls. Bowls, pots, pans, not plates. That would be the covering cook. But this is what I was using before. I was using plastic. And did you ever put this in the microwave and then it like sucks itself down and it sticks onto your food? I mean, that's really disgusting. I'm not really sure how I ever did that. But anyway, so you don't want to use this in the microwave. Really, you don't. And this is something else you don't want to use in the microwave. You know, because it's very difficult with plastic to ever get the bacteria out of plastic. So forget about that. Glass. Okay, so pasta Alfredo is done. Oh my gosh. This, all right, once again, I'm going to show you that nice steam that comes off of the lid because now we have steam cooked pasta. Now I'm going to stir this up. Oh, so you know what? If it's not quite done, here's the trick. And it really does look like it's done. Here's the trick. If it's not quite done to your liking, because everybody likes their pasta a little bit, you know, differently, you can leave the lid on and let all that steam continue to cook your pasta or your food, whatever you're doing. But for now, I want to just show you this. Take a look at that. It really is amazing. It's a really great dish. And I'm going to just leave this on here before I'm going to talk about my popcorn. I'm going to just show you one of my other quick recipes, and then I will put this, once this cools down, just a second, then I'm going to put it into a nice black bowl for a presentation. But one of my favorite things to cook, yeah, I guess you could say cook, pop, is popcorn. And this is a half of a cup of uncooked kernels. I had them somewhere. Here they are. So this is a half of a cup of kernels. I take a little bit of cooking spray on the bottom or some olive oil, and then I just put the kernels in there, and I cover with either the 8-inch lid or the 9-inch. Cover, put in the microwave for 4 minutes. Now once again, every microwave is a little bit different, but mine is 4 minutes. This is what you get. This is pretty much right out of the microwave because I just made this before we started. So it's very few kernels in there too. So you've got a really nice popcorn, and the very nice thing about it is put this in the microwave for about 15 seconds and it melts your butter, and you have a really nice snack. And that's probably what we're going to do when we're done streaming. All right, so I'm going to put the popcorn over here. I brought out a really nice, put this cover and cook here, really nice black bowl, because it's once again too all about the presentation. So take my lid off, and look, there is still steam coming out of there. So it's still actually cooking, or it's keeping it warm. And the nice thing about the Cuchina Safe lid and the cover and cook, they're splatter shields too. So not only can you steam your food, you can let these sit on top of your food, and they're splatter shield, because guess what? That's splattered. I don't know if you can see that food, but that's splattered from this in the microwave. So instead of me having to clean my microwave, I don't have to. I just have to clean my Cuchina Safe lid. All right, so here's my pasta Alfredo with spinach and some chicken. Okay, take a look at that. It smells really amazing. Bill, does it smell amazing?
Wonderful.
Bill, my cameraman. Okay, so I'm going to show you close up before I sign off on the live. This is pasta Alfredo with spinach and a little bit of roasted chicken, and the chicken's already been cooked. It's actually just being reheated. So I'm Susan Castriota. I'm the inventor of the Cuchina Safe lid and the cover and cook. You can see my recipes on cuchinasafe.com, and join me Monday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern, and I'm always doing some kind of a recipe, one of my own recipes. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next Monday, but I'm sure it's going to be something quick and delicious. So thank you so much for joining me, and have a great week. Thanks.